Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can train to get the correct release of your hands through the hitting area. It's an area and a part of the golf swing that I see so many amateurs make a very basic mistake. I'm going to talk you through what that mistake is. I'm going to show you the way to correct it. I'm going to give you a rough time frame you can expect for this to take to become your new norm. So when amateurs come for generally their first golf lesson with me, they're struggling with, how to release the club. We often see this sort of action here. And if we slow that motion down, the players are scooping their hands towards the golf ball. What I mean by that is the right hand is getting underneath the grip. The left hand, the badge of the glove, is now angling upwards towards the sky. The club head's getting presented with loads of loft at point of contact, and if they're lucky they make contact with the golf ball and it's somewhat a strike. Otherwise we tend to see early ground connection, which you would have heard then out on the golf course. That is going to be hugely detrimental. Or we see the player catch the middle of the golf ball, all because the right hand and left hand are working in the incorrect direction. So what is the correct way in which the hand should actually be releasing? So let's talk very briefly about what the motion should look like. So we're going to start at the top of the backswing. So as we work into our downswing here, the badge of my glove here should be pointing in the same direction in which I was at address. So basically towards you guys on the camera, okay? What we want to then do is maintain that feeling of the glove here, the badge, as I work through to contact, the badge here should be pointing down toward my target line. After contact, this badge should be pointing directly behind me. So the easy way to think about that, on the downswing, the badge points out in the same direction you are at address. At contact, the badge points at your target where you'd like the golf ball to be going. And post contact, the badge should be pointing directly behind you as you were stood at address. 3 easy positions. If we liken it this way: open, square, closed. Now, the movement itself isn't that difficult to train. You just got to be willing to put a few minutes each and every day for a short period of time, and you're going to see this motion change quite significantly. So really simple, very easy way to train. I'm going to start off without the golf club, so we'll just place this one down on the ground for now. What I'd like you to do to get yourself into golf posture, imagine you're going to hit a golf ball. And then what I'd like you to do is, taking your right hand, I want you to now imagine you're shaking hands with somebody that is on your target line. And that will look a bit like this. We're going to ensure we stay in golf posture. We're not just going to simply turn around and shake their hand. The whole purpose of this is to stay in our golf posture. I'm through to what would be my post-impact movement. I'm going to shake that person's hand. The back of my right hand is now pointing where I was at address. I then take my left hand and I would place them together, and now the badge of my glove is now pointing away. Imagine you guys are my target. Left hand on, and now have the correct way in which the hand's going to work to release the club face. If I then put a club in my hand, this is as simple as a training would be. Just to take a couple of minutes each day, set yourself up, take your grip in your left hand only, hold the club out in front of you, turn as if you're going to shake hands with somebody. The badge of your glove should be pointing away from where you were at address. From this direction at address, I'm going to point it behind me where I were. My right hand, I'm simply going to put that onto the grip, and we now have the appropriate release. Now, you can do that, let's say, for just a couple of minutes each day, and it's going to start to become the new norm. We then incorporate golf swings. So we just, without a golf ball, we're going to set ourselves up, stop at hip high, simply down through, make contact with the ground, and release. Quickly check, ensuring I don't swing so fast that I can't stop myself at hip high. Check on that release. Both hands are pointing where they're supposed to be. And we're going to see some really improved striking. So as always, let's get to the nuts and bolts. How long should we expect this sort of change to take? Guys, if you're doing a couple of minutes each day without a golf ball and then still practicing a couple of times a week, you're probably going to find that this movement will take shape in about 4 to 6 weeks. If you are not doing the work and you're practicing once a week, or you're just going straight out to play, guys, you will change what you're doing, but it will just take an awful lot longer. So 4 to 6 weeks is the realistic time I'd expect this to take to change if you're doing a decent amount of practice. The last little tidbit for you faders of a golf ball, people like myself hitting little fade shots, we still need to release the hands. This is vitally important. What we don't want to do is be trying to come through, and this is where we get that scooping action, trying to kind of pacify the hands, not have them release because we're working the club from out to in. Provided that we are being functional with our movement, the hands are still going to release. It's going to be at point of contact where your club face is orientated is going to be the dictator of whether you get the shape or not what you're doing post strike. So we need to ensure that we're still releasing the hands. I'm going to demonstrate that for you guys here. So I'm just going to grab my pitching wedge. We're just going to get ourselves into a set position. Going to try and hit that fade, but still going to have the hands releasing after contact. So you can see there, yes, the ball starts left, but it is cutting back towards the target line, which we're quite happy with, and I still try to release hands. So even if you're a fade of the golf ball, those hands still need to be releasing in the exact same way. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch today's video. I do hope you found it helpful. I do hope this information is going to help you improve your iron striking, your driving, and ultimately your scores on the golf course. As always, don't forget, hit that like button if you found today's video helpful. Be sure that you've hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss out from when my videos drop each and every week. And just make sure you got that little bell ticked, because that'll be the one that gives you the notification as my videos release, because they do release at various times throughout the day and throughout the week. And as always, guys, until next time, happy golfing.